Unbelievers often reject religion because it sometimes is a source of conflict. They'll say, science will fly you to the moon, religion will fly you into buildings. Is this a rational basis for rejecting religion altogether? The answer is no.
Actually, the answer is yes. Let's do this.
BionicDance's YouTube channel?
Greetings, fellow space travelers, BionicDance here. I've often said that I argue against religion in self-defense. I've also often said that if a god does exist, I'd go looking for the magic ring or flaming sword that could kill him. Again, in self-defense. One thing we actually have to get straight is our terminology. Belief in a god is theism. Religion is the holy text, the dogma, the expectations that go with believing in that particular god. So when I say that conflict, the kind of conflict we're going to be discussing, is a good reason to reject religion, I'm actually not talking about rejecting your belief. I'm saying that your god is slime and you should not revere such a disgusting creature, even if you still believe in him, her, it, or them.
First, this way of thinking is a non sequitur. That's to say, the conclusion we should reject all religions doesn't follow from the premise religion is a source of conflict. Just because something is a source of conflict doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. For example, many wars have been fought over land. Does this mean we should do away with the right to private property?
No, it means that we should find better ways of resolving conflicts over land. Owning land isn't where the idea of killing people until you get your way comes from. Owning land does not, in and of itself, come with a set of instructions for dealing with disputes. By contrast, religion has some very specific rules about dealing with people who don't let you tell them what to do. And a lot of them are pretty brutal.
Consider how atheism itself has been used for violence.
You see it coming, don't you?
We have a clear example of this during Stalin's rule of the Soviet Union.
Stalin. Oh, shut the fuck up.
But does killing in the name of atheism necessarily mean we should reject atheism?
No, but that's because it's impossible to do. You cannot kill in the name of atheism. Wait. Hear me out. One problem with theistic thinking is the inability to see atheism as anything other than just another religion. I don't know whether it's because they can't imagine what it's like to not have religion in their lives, but the very concept of doing anything in the name of atheism is ludicrous. Atheism doesn't come with dogma. Atheism doesn't come with instructions or values. The only if-then statement atheism has is, if the number of gods you believe in is 0, you're an atheist. That's it. Everything else in your life is unrelated to your non-belief. Atheism only comes with not doing certain things. A person might do something in the name of anti-theism, which is the opposition to theism. That comes with values, ideas, and ideals. And an anti-theist might be an atheist, though not necessarily. A believer could still think religion is awful and oppose it. Atheism is not a godless religion, and nothing can be done in its name. Furthermore, the assumption here is that people are going to reject all religion because of conflict, but they might just be rejecting a specific religion because it insists on treating people in obnoxious ways. I have no problem with Wiccans, for example, because I have never met one who is acting like an asshole, or at least not because of their spirituality anyway. The real question this video should be asking is whether causing conflict is a good reason to reject a religion, not all of them.
We have to look at atheistic claims and see if they're true or not.
But the question isn't about whether something is true. The question is about a reason to reject it. And rejection isn't necessarily a statement about the truth or falsehood of something. It can also be about withdrawing your support or renouncing your allegiance. People can wave their holy books at me and scream about heaven, hell, faith, whatever, but when their dogma is full of misogyny, homophobia, and lists of who should live and who should die, I'm gonna tell them to get stuffed. If you're a soldier in a war and you discover that your side is committing horrible atrocities, you gonna keep fighting for them if you can help it? I sincerely hope not.
Second, the objection doesn't specify which religions cause conflict. It may belong to the essence of some religions to spread its message by the sword, and these we should reject.
Dude, you're Catholic. Did the word Spanish Inquisition mean anything to you? How about the Crusades? You gonna reject your religion for spreading itself by the sword? Or are you gonna go all no true Scotsman on us?
But it doesn't belong to all religions, especially Christianity, since Jesus himself says in Matthew 5:44 to love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you.
This is an extreme case of do what I say, don't do what I do right here. I don't give a rat's smelly hiney what Jesus said. Christians have justified more than a few atrocities using the tenets of your religion, and that's enough to reject it.
So, to the question, should I reject religion because it's sometimes a source of conflict? The answer is no.
The answer is yes. Until next time, fellow space travelers, this is BionicDance saying don't run on automatic. Instead, please think.
You know, Dewey, we wouldn't have to do this if I had more Patreon patrons. Just saying.
Hey, this is a nice computer you got over here. Be a shame you didn't subscribe to BionicDance. I'd hate for something bad to happen to it.